Hello my friends, new video today. This time we're going to be talking about the Illuvium staking and my personal rewards in general. Basically, I'm going to be showing you guys all the money I have made and or lost by investing and staking into Illuvium up until this point. And for that I decided to make an Excel sheet pretty much showing you guys all the entry points that I've made into the project, how it's been going until now, and of course how much of the rewards I've been getting lately, especially regarding the staking rewards. Of course, in the future, things like revenue distributions and the sort will all be included into these calculations. However, that's something for another topic. I made things easy. Right now it's not that complicated yet, since we only ever bought 3 times. Once a small amount of LV, I think when the price was at like 50 or 60. Then 2.5 SLP and 35 ILV. So my total is still quite small in general, at least in regards to what I usually buy in terms of crypto and investment projects. So, why do I do this thing? Well, first of all, I noticed one very important thing in the crypto and investment industry, and that's that usually people who invest or influencers who invest into projects, they just spread their money across, let's say, 100 projects, and then like in a couple weeks, maybe they talk about the projects, and then after weeks and months, they just don't talk about the projects that have done worse, and they only show the hyped up projects that did very, very well. I noticed that especially during the bull market, which we had pretty much 1 year ago, when most of the project just went up and up and up, and they showed you guys, oh, I made a 30x, I made a 50x with this, that, and whatever. And in my case, I found out that during this current bear market, all these sorts of videos, they've pretty much gone to almost zero, honestly. I'm seeing these video nowhere anymore, because obviously in a bear market, most people just make losses, at least on paper. And um, in reality, things couldn't be further apart, because if you have a look at the bigger scheme, then everything starts to change, because in bull markets, of course, short-term earnings are the easiest thing to get. However, long-term wise, especially when you have a look at the ILV price, at least for this case, it's of course much better to buy in the bear market cycle, because you get a much better overall price for your token, right? Like maybe, for example, in my case, let's say you have invested into ILV 1 year ago. Maybe you bought for like a couple $100, maybe like 500, $600, and then it went all the way up to $1,800, right? Then on paper you made like a 3x, 4x, whatever, but in reality, all those sweet little gains that you've made on paper that you may not have realized, they get diminished over time. And then in the end, you may now have this $40 Illuvium price and the token that you bought at like $500, and you're like at the 90% loss, and you think, huh, what did I do wrong? Well, that's of course a variety of factors, which of course includes the FOMO that you feel, which is created by mostly influencers during the bull market, but also of course friends and others who are influencing you to just quickly hop in this nice little project, buy into it, and then the short-term aspects are great, but the long-term ones are very, very terrible. And in this case, I decided to switch things up, and I'm going to show you guys all my losses, or like all the changes that have been made, and basically my current portfolio worth. I'm not just showing you guys that, like, for example, in the recent video I invested $1,600 into Illuvium, but I'm also showing you what it's worth, right? Because what use is there for you guys when you see, oh, he invested $1,000, oh, he invested $5,000, whatever, and then I don't talk about it anymore. And maybe in your case, you made a loss and you think, oh damn, why am I not making these earnings? Well, simple, no one does, right? Like, at least um, when the token price declines and there's nothing else to offset it, then obviously the others are in loss as well unless they have sold and dumped their tokens, right? So for my case, to keep things short, I'm going to show you guys everything, when I buy, how much I buy, for what price I buy. And to make things a bit more transparent and easy to understand for you guys, I'm not just going to do that video by video, but I'm also going to summarize it in my Excel sheet that I'm not just going to do with you guys right now together here, but also that I've started to prepare so it doesn't take too long to keep things in this Excel sheet. So first of all, let's have a look into my transactions here real quick. It's not that easy to get things since I've not just bought ILV, of course, but pretty much that's one of the only things I've got on the Ethereum chain. That's November, September this year. So that's what I loaded into my wallet, and that's what I bought ILV for. I got 5 ILV, and I've gotten it on the 17th of September. Now let me have a look. ILV price, because I want to get all the exact prices for you guys. So I'm not quite sure if this dollar amount shows the dollar amount from back in the days or if it's the current ETH value, and I want to be on the spot. And to make things a bit more simple for the majority, I'm not going to compare to the ETH price, since that tends to fluctuate a lot as well, and it's usually something that's very hard to grasp. Instead, I'm going to compare it to the dollar value. So I feel that's something that's much more handy when you compare it to, because it's much simpler to grasp things, because we determine anything in a monetary value right now anyway. I know it's much more recommended to compare ILV with like Ethereum, but in reality, you all earn an income, you all spend dollars or euros or whatever in the real world. And to keep things simple for that comparison, I'm going to do it in dollars as well. Because if I were to now get in Ethereum as well, it's just going to be much more complicated for the audience that doesn't have to do that much with crypto, and it's supposed to be easy, right? Like when you have a look into this video in 4 years, you're supposed to understand it easily. So let me just get out the Illuvium price of that day and see if I can get it accurately. Wait, that's euro, dollar. And then let's get the English website. Okay, that's better. So that's the website. So I got it on the 17th of September. And I got, let's have a look. Wait. 17th. And I bought for $63.91 roundabout. Probably a little less or a little more, but it doesn't really matter regarding the very cents of cents. Just to get the grass, I'll always use the value that we are going to see on these charts. So I'll use $63.91 dollars for this one. Now, let's get to the table. This is what I've prepared in advance. I just quickly wrote things down, so don't expect anything great in here. It's kept very, very simple. So, let's get the date, which is the 17th of September. Also, this one is day. Wait, day, month. Yeah. I know there are some of you guys who prefer the month before the day, but I think that's not really mathematically a good choice. So yeah, I hope you can forgive me for doing so. Oh wait, wait, what do I do here? Yeah, that's ILV, so I don't have to put anything here. Yeah, it's all made pretty quick, so I think I can delete this one actually. Yeah, and the same for here. Yeah, so the price per token was, let me have a look again, because I already forgot, 63.91. Let's put dollars. What's wrong here? Oh yeah, $63.91, and that's the first thing that we've got in our staking overview. So the next one is SLP, and for that I got out this SLP chart. I found it to be quite accurate. And it's showing SLP, wait, what date was it? 5th of December was that date where I bought it. Let's have a look. 5th of December, yeah, that's it. So 5th of December. Wait, I can just do the monthly chart since it hasn't been that long. So we bought it quite the height from what I can see. Wait, let's have a look at the time. Since this one seems to vary quite a bit for that day. So, and that's a bit more money than the former one, so I feel being a little bit more accurate here wouldn't be too bad. Can I see a time? 9 a.m. roundabout. Oh yeah, I did that in the morning. What was it? 5th of December. 9 a.m. So let's just say 531.13. Do here as well. And we got 2.5. Oh, 2.5, and the date was the 5th of December. Okay, great. And now let's get the last one, which was at the 12th of December. 12th of December. I'll just get the time here as well. And there was 5 p.m., so not exactly a great time, honestly. Obviously, this I didn't really put much mind into PM, UTC, etc. Just to get the roundabout price. It doesn't really matter if it's not that accurate. Just to get the general gist of the price. 5th of December. Why is it showing? 5th of this. No, wait, it wasn't really the 5th, right? 12th of December. 12th of December. Yeah, so it was a lot more stable on that day, obviously. So let's just put it like at around 47, 5 p.m. Yeah, 47. It doesn't have to be that accurate. It doesn't matter if it's in that price range. So one last look. Yeah, 47 is good. So not too high, not too little. Oh, it's wrong. 35 and $47. So now we have a pretty decent chart on things of everything we've got. So the current price is something I can always put in here. I could also try to build something to grab it automatically, but I'll just leave it at that for now, not making it too complicated. And I think next thing we should be doing is having a look at the current investment value. So we could do this one, which is basically, I think I've got the sheets in English. I'm not too sure some. Oh no, it's in German. Okay, so that's a bit easier for me actually, since most of these formulas I only know in German. So, let's have a look into, how do we make this quite easily? Honestly, I think the easiest would be to make another in here. Yeah. To make it total, so we can not just see the price per, but also have an easy drawdown of not just the price per, but also the total price, so we can see how much value certain price points had for me and had for my portfolio, because otherwise it may seem that every price point is the same, which is not the case. Okay, that's a lot better. And then we can always draw down these things to get the current price. Nothing should change in that regard. So what do we do now? So the current price is something I can always fill in. I'll just mark this. No, wait, can I just make this in a number? Yeah, like this, so that I don't need any placeholders. So I know that I can just override these numbers and we get the value. So the current investment value, that's obviously the amount of SLP, which I got, times the ILV ETH SLP of the current price. And the same goes for the ILV token. I'll do the sum of token. And then we're going to multiply it by the token worth, the current token worth. And then the total is obviously the sum between those two numbers. And the total money spent, because that's something to keep in mind, isn't of course the current investment value, but what I actually spent on getting this. So it's obviously the sum of the totals in regards to the SLP pool and the sum in regards to the LV. I hope I made this right. Looks good. Looks good as well. Okay. And the total obviously is those two numbers together. All right. So now the total investment value is something I just put up for the future. It should include the rewards as well, meaning not just the ILV SLP that I bought, but also the rewards which I got from the staking. Wait, can I just show you guys? Here, yeah, which is basically from the dashboard, since right now I get 0.05 0.05 ILV daily, and of course the pending rewards, which is currently $45.62. I can just write this here, 1.15 ILV. Okay, of course that doesn't work. Okay, like this. Much better. So, I think this isn't really needed, right? Total investment value. No, actually, I mean, basically this one is just that. And this one is, of course, that plus this times this. And the total is these two. So, now we just need the current prices. Right, and return. The return obviously is the... Oh no, wait, I made a mistake. Obviously it's not this, but this here. This, of course. And the ILV token. So obviously this. Since this is the money spent, and that's my actual value, and obviously the money spent isn't the value that I have right now, because it's possible, yeah, I've bought at $60, which I did, and the current worth is like $40, which actually is the case right now. It's $39.84 right now. So I'm definitely in the loss from what I can tell at first glance. So let's get the current prices. I've still open these pages so you can see that's the current price. Let me just refresh the page. Same for this. Refresh the page. So one is 460.22. 60.22. Oh, one sec. And the other was 3984. So you can see. So now we have the current worth and the one that is spent to get this worth. So can I do this as dollars as well? Hopefully, yes, perfect, since I'm only using dollar values as well. Numbers on dollars. Just for myself, so I don't forget, and this is the date, obviously. So, my return should be quite easy. Oh, let's just see if this worked out well. So, 2744, and this should be... Wait, let me just calculate in my calculators that was done correctly. So 2744.15 plus 1.15 times 3984. Yeah, 2789.96. 0.6, so 9.97. Worked well, so now this one should be quite accurate, and it's showing you guys all the entry points, the dates that I bought, the amount that I bought, and everything that I did. So maximum transparency. Obviously, this is no financial advice, meaning I'm no financial advisor. You should always do your own research, and you should never base any kind of financial decision around my videos and or my statements, meaning this is just education and or entertainment, and of course made to be fully transparent so you guys can see what I did and how this played out for me. So the return is the total investment value, which we have right now, minus what I had to spend to get it. And as you can see, currently it's at minus $502.41. That's my current return up until this point right now. If everything were to be liquidated right now, not counting in for the fees, I would be having $502.41 less than I had without investing into Illuvium, and that's already counting in for the rewards that I've gotten so far. So that's it for this sort of video. I hope you guys enjoyed. I tried to keep this as detailed as possible. Obviously, this didn't always work, but I do think this one is as transparent as it gets. And obviously, I'm going to keep updating the sheets, especially when revenue distribution is flowing in, so you guys can see how things have developed for me in the future. Maybe in a couple of years, we'll see a return of minus the 3,292, like the entirety, or we'll see the huge gains. I don't know. Nobody does, obviously. However, that's my personal play and my personal bet on this project. Hope you guys enjoyed. Let me know your opinion in the comments. And as always, see you guys next time. Goodbye.